Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Pro Fox Barry here. Today, we're gonna talk about something that'd be pretty interesting, I'd say. There's a lot of opinions about what is better, Chapter 3 or Chapter 4. And I personally will say Chapter 3, but this is my personal opinion. Now, there is people that haven't even played Chapter 4 at Chapter 3 and would say that it is shit. Let me tell you why it isn't. But we're gonna just do comparisons. So, Chapter 3, uh, welcome to Chapter 3. After drifting in the ocean for approximately 18 hours, the looper gets casted away in a small isle of east of Sanctuary. Their loopers awaken and pass by Ronis and the rocks. This is like the intro. It was a cool intro, and it didn't do that in Chapter 4. It was a very unique intro. So, that already got beaten. I think the intro that we got in Chapter 4, Season 1, was basically just you go into a match and you do some challenges and you get some extra XP for that. That was really it. So that wasn't crazy. Now to come back to the fact where they welcome you into Chapter 4, Lupus were ordered to collect 0 point fragments in the one of the worst events called Fracture event. Um, and yeah, there's some people that like it, but the majority of people didn't. Um, and what they didn't do right, in my opinion, is reforging the island in a really cool way, but not actually building on top of that. So basically, throughout Chapter 4, nothing really got like flown into Chapter 4 and like attached into the island. That should have been done. I don't know why they didn't do that. Maybe they just rushed Chapter 4. It seems like they did, or had a whole different vision. But that's the vision I had for Chapter 4, and it didn't work out. So now let's talk about storyline. All right. Following the flip of the island, so there was a season 8 event, super sick. Flipped the island, destroyed the Cube Queen. We saw a bunch of things in the event, like Jones being captured and Foundation saving, and then of course the iconic reveal him to be the Rock. And then of course the scientist having a voice was super awesome. So from that we went into the chapter 3 map, which was a flipping side of the chapter 2 map. So, what was chapter 3? Chapter 3 was a super sick map. Um, and the storyline was also pretty good, I'd say. It ramped up in season 2, and that was good. But we're not going to talk about any of those seasons. We're going to talk about just one season, the beginning of the season. And that's how I feel like it will be more comparable because a chapter start is always more comparable than a season. So, the chapter 4 storyline for season 1 was really good. I I can't say anything bad about it. I'd say the chapter 3 season 1 storyline was like eh, but chapter 4 season 1 was really good. But they've they just kind of didn't do anything with it. They introduced a new character, actually two new characters, three new characters. No, two new characters: Rift Warden Silent and Ageless. Now it says over here they create a stable Riftgate, a bridge to new realities, and the Riftgate is the champion's dearest wish. The Warden also has his own reason to create it. There's a being, a shapeless man, and honestly, this is probably just Jano or the Nothing. I don't really care, honestly. Storyline kind of shit right now. Um, but as you can see, yeah, it there's a bunch. There's a bunch of storyline. But compare that to the storyline from Chapter 3 Season 1, I think personally the Season 1 for Chapter 4 has it beaten to Chapter 3. And let's not talk about the fact that we were called by the scientists and it was a really annoying thing. So, how did that go? So, let's talk about the Battle Pass. Now, I personally say I might be biased, but I loved the fucking battle pass for chapter 3. Chapter 3 had such a solid battle pass with insane amounts of edit styles, and the way they did it back then was actually pretty good, I'd say. So, this is page 1, page 2. So you got the Ronin skin, we got the let me actually hold up. Let me bring them up. Battle Pass season 1. There you go. Oh yeah, major collaboration. We got Spider-Man, we got the Foundation, finally. And the rest of the skins, actually, none of these other skins were actually collaborations. Although this one was kind of a collaboration because it was a concept made into the game. Ronin has really good customization, as well as Harlow and Haven. I think Haven was not the best as for like because they really redid all of the masks. It was a cool idea, I would say. I know there's people that would have loved it back then. I think it was good, and I did a whole video back then with combos, so it was good. Shanta was really not so good. Gumbo was really unique. I don't think I wore John Llama that much, honestly. Spider-Man, of course, good skin, awesome edit styles as well, and the super styles weren't too bad either. So honestly, pretty solid for that. But I'd also say that this Chapter 4 Season 1 is pretty close to what we had for a Battle Pass. So comparable, not too much. I'd say we have Geralt of Rivia and Doomslayer. These are cool collaborations, but honestly pretty forgettable. And that's not because I hate Doomslayer or Geralt of Rivia. I love the Witcher series. I've watched all of the I've watched pretty much all of the shows and all of the like things that are like tied to the IP. So I've pretty much seen it all. Then we got the Ageless as the tier 100 skin, pretty good skin, I'd say. Nezumi is really forgettable, and they did a awful job with the skin. I'd honestly say so. Masai again, pretty forgettable. Celine was really cool. Halsey was cool, and that is still a good skin because it actually was in a it's in a it has a storyline to it. And then Dusty again, cool skin, but also kind of forgettable. For just compare those all of those skins to Chapter 3 Season 1, and I'd say Chapter 3 Season 1 has it beaten by a landslide. Looking at the so the bonus awards were pretty bad. Like Foundation, Victory Royales, map changes. Okay, let's take a look at the map changes. Okay. Okay, here it is. Map changes. So there was actually not that many POIs in Chapter 4 Season 1. So let's talk about Chapter 3 Season 1. We had Condo Canyon, Sleepy Sound, Lockjam Lumberyard, Camp Cotto, Rocky Reels, The Jonesies, Sanctuary, Coning Crossroads, The Daily Bugle, and Chakra Speedway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then, of course, we had some returning ones from Chapter 1. Greasy Grove, Shifty Shafts, and those were also so that would be 12 locations. Now, compare that to Chapter 4, Season 1, it was pretty dull. We had Breakwater Bay, The Citadel, Anvil Square, Shattered Slabs, Frenzy Fields, Faulty Splits, Slappy Shores, Brutal Bastion, and Lonely Labs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 locations, if I count it correctly. Yeah, that outweighs what the Chapter 4, what Chapter 3, Season 1 delivered, honestly. So, yeah, no, Chapter 3 Season 1 has a beaten with amount of unique POIs. I'd say there is some good POIs. I'd say Condo Canyon, Sleepy Sound, Logjam, yeah, I'd say Camp Cotto was like decent. Rocky Reels was like alright. It was just kind of risky reels, but in its own way. The Jonesies was pretty boring, honestly. Sanctuary was pretty boring, honestly. It was cool storyline. Coney Crossroads was one of my favorites. Um, Daily Bugle was really cool. Jonker Speedways, I landed there a lot with my squad. Greasy Grove, returning and Shifty Shafts. Hey, I didn't mind those. I didn't mind those. But looking at Chapter 4 Season 1, Breakwater Bay, honestly, pretty boring. I did land there quite a bit, but it's kind of a boring location. You just get your loot, rotate out of there, and you don't look back. The Citadel, it was cool like in the beginning because we did have a boss there. We're gonna talk about that in a bit. Shatter Slabs. Yeah, Shatter Slabs was fine, I guess. and not too good though, not too memorable, I'd say. Frenzy Fields, also pretty boring, I'd say, pretty boring farm location. Faulty Splits was really nice. I liked Faulty Splits. Sadly, it already gone in season 2. Slappy Shores was really good. Brutal Bastion was really good, and Lonely Labs was really nice. So yeah, it has some stuff that is really good about it. So let's take about the next part, which is the updates. So the first update we got is, let me see, it is 19.10. I don't want to talk about too much here. There is some like changes, and 19.10 definitely has. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Give me a second. So let's talk about the new weapons and items that they added in Chapter 3 Season 1. Compare that to Chapter 4 Season 1. So we got the MK7 assault rifle. Was fucking broken in the beginning. It got nerfed, but it was fucking broken. I lasered somebody out of the sky. It was a really cool gun. Sidearm pistol was just a replacement. It was kind of just there, but I don't remember it being too much. Stinger SMG, very broken. Actually, it was a major spray meta in the beginning. The Ranger AR was decent, I would say. Hold back. The Hunter Bolt Action Sniper was also pretty decent. You know, was it like 6 shots and you had to reload? Or was it 3? I don't remember exactly. The Striker Pump Shotgun and the Auto Shotgun were really underpowered in the beginning, became way better at the end of the season. Guzzle Juice, uh, it was decent, I would say. I'm glad they didn't really stick around because it kind of was useless in the storm. You literally just popped it, got a lot of health, but then it just like stopped working in the storm. Metmiss stayed around for a reason. It's fucking goaded. 10. I forgot that it got removed. Honestly, that's how it was a cool like item for like stuff like memes and stuff. But yeah, it was really a buggy mess. Let's just say it like that. And victory crowns, I don't know why they're still around. I'll be honest. Like it's just a fucking flex. Uh, and then we got the Winterfest. We got the Holiday Big Rig. Very unique. I still love it that the memes you could do with it, like killing. I think it was like killing the Santa and then taking over and then having them something like that. It was pretty funny. This just a lot of good times with that. The shoe keg was a good item, I'd say. Uh, the weather mechanic got pretty much overlooked. It was decent for the tornado because of rotation, but the other stuff was kind of like nah, didn't really do anything. Clombos, a they are just a favorite for the community, so I can't say anything about them, otherwise they'll kill me probably. Um, the Clomberries again, you got like really good items from them and their rotation as well, and they mixed up the match a bit because if you shot them and they got mad, oh yeah, they fuck you up. They fuck up all the buildings and everything. It's really funny. Pizza Party was really good back then because it actually did a lot of healing and a lot of shields too. Then we got the we got the Covert Canyon. We got a key card there. We can get the Gunner's Stinger SMG. We got a vault there. That was super sick, honestly. And then we got Drake's map, which was just it was just a map. It's nothing too amazing. And then some other unvaults. Um, then Chapter 4 Season 1. I'd say Chapter 4 Season 1 with the amount of things they added kind of has it beat. Cuz like you'll see in a bit. So all the new stuff they added the Scar, which was dog shit, honestly. Excalibur rifle was really unique. Compare this to Chapter 3 Season 1. They didn't do much with weapons, so that was really unique. The Thunder shotgun was aight. I would say it was aight. Maven auto shotgun was fine. It was like a tack, but like on steroids. The Red Eye assault rifle, I didn't like it. I personally didn't, but I know that people lasered people with it if you had, because it was hit scan, so it was not. It was really crazy. Twin Mag SMG, nah, didn't like it that much. It was decent, I would say, but didn't like it that much. Tactical pistol was just a replacement pistol, nothing crazy. Uh, oh yeah, Bow's back. I know that a lot of people like the Shockwave bow, so that was fun. Shockwave Hammer, insanely OP in the beginning. You were able to, even with a glitch, you would able to be hit through a wall, so I was able to get kills with that. It was pretty funny in the beginning, but it definitely got nerfed, or it got removed or fixed or whatever. That was good. It definitely got a lot of hate, I would say, the Shockwave Hammer, but it was really, really fun for rotation, and it did way too much damage. The slab berries were slab berries. I don't know. I don't know what to say. They were just slab berries. They were around the map, and you were able to get a ton of XP in the solid gold game mode. That was funny. Slab juice, good addition to the game. Very good addition. Slab barrels, again, all the slab juice will basically give you stamina, so you'll be able to run more. Um, or basically run for a really long time because it became kind of like infinite stamina. Sky jellies, yeah, they were just there. Trail trashers, yeah, dirt bikes. We call them dirt bikes. We don't call them trail trashers. Uh, Amazing addition to the map. Really good. Nothing to say bad about that. Oathbound chest, pretty good because you got a guaranteed hammer out of that, and so everybody was landing on that. And then we got some unvaults like spy drones, grappler bows, some of the bows, tactical AR. I love the tactical AR. But let me see if I can find what we also got. We got reality augments, we got hurdling, we got insane graphics, which kind of like was unnecessary, I would say, because they kind of just focus on. But you'll see that in chapter 4 was just focused on how beautiful the map looked and not how gameplay it was. So reality augments got boring. They got really annoying even for me because they were really cool in the beginning because you got to like upgrade your shit and like make the game feel like a different game every time. But it got stale, and they kind of removed the ones that were really fun, and they kind of just like kept the ones around that wouldn't really benefit you in the greatest ways. So that was my opinion on those. Capture points were great. They took a very long time to capture, but they did buff them somewhere in chapter 4, season 1, 4, I think. But we're talking about Chapter 4, Season 1. Rift Encounters, a great addition. I love those. Nothing to say about those. And Onigar's Encounters, only the way to obtain the Whiplash and added in that update. So that was sick. Kinetic Ore was just a fun addition to the map. Nothing too crazy about that. Storyline related as well. The Tactical AR is now a first person weapon. Uh, don't know what they actually. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I remember now. It's kind of like the 7 AR basically, the one that came with Chapter 3, Season 1, and different versions of wildlife, changing how chickens and wolves and boars and frogs, depending on what biome they spawn in. Very unnecessary, but they did it anyway. Then we got the Ageless Champion Shockwave Hammer as well. This was a really fun item. It was just, I think it was just a more overpowered weapon compared to the normal Shockwave Hammer. Um, and then we got the Deku Smash. Was really fun, honestly. It was really fucking broken at the beginning. They nerfed it down a bit, and you got them from Almighty Supply Drops. That was sick. And, I would say the Christmas update was pretty lackluster. The Guardian Shield was really fun for zero build. The Burst AR, yeah, sure. Falcon Scott was insanely fun. I loved that one. We got reality augments like the Peely Plunder, the Shotgun Striker, Rarity Check, Zero Chance, and Danger Hero. I loved. I'll be honest. I loved the. Was it Zero Chance? I think it was Zero Chance. There was some. There was one that basically made you rift. I forgot if there was added here. Some. Oh, Riftjector Sheet. Yeah, a lot of people hated it. I loved it, especially because if I got my shield broken when I was in the midst of a fight, I got rifted and could just like go towards my teammates. Was that sort of shit I think was fun. Peely Plunder gave you a treasure map. Shotgun Striker I think gave you like more damage or something. Rarity Check gives you Siphon on like rare to uncommon weapons, stuff like that. Zero Chance. I think when you like hit someone, it gave you like the what's it called? The 0 point, like where you like teleport. Forgot. Sorry. Range AR was vaulted. The big bush bomb was a new thing. It was funny, I would say, but it wasn't a major addition to the game. It was funny, but not crazy. And then you update afterwards. We got the Riftjector C. We got a mythic tactical pistol. Pretty crazy, honestly. I did use that quite a bit. Shadow Striker, pretty fun. Icy Slide, love it. Harvester, nah. Mythic Munition, that's where you get the Mythic Pistol. And then the Kamehameha, Nimbus Cloud, all back from Chapter 3, Season 3, with the Shadow Bomb. Okay. Um, so those were really fun. We got the Slurp Juice back. We got this update was so good. It can actually beat Chapter 3 Season 1 because it was so fucking fun. We got a new mechanic called the heat level, and that basically, I'm gonna explain it, seeing if I can explain it. Next, heat level is a mechanic introduced in Chapter 4 Season 1. The heat level has 4 stages. The higher your heat level gets, the faster you can sprint and regain health, but you are pinged to nearby players. Having a heat level also makes the NPCs and bosses more hostile against you. I didn't know that. I actually forgot about that. We got a burner payphone where you can buy all sorts of cool items. And then we got some new stuff. We got a bunch of vaults and bunch of locations. This was one of the most fun I had in Chapter 4 Season 1. And I did it with my friends, so it was absolutely phenomenal. I really enjoyed that. All of the heisted guns were really insanely fun. Nothing was actually too well. They all broken. That's the crazy thing. They were all broken. So you just had a lot of fun with a lot of stuff. And then you exotic grab bag where you can get all of these items, super sick. Um, and then some unvaulted items as well. Uh, Pretty crazy week. And we got the Kamehameha was still in there, I think. Oh no, it got vaulted. Then I think this is the last update, and this is where it kind of went stale really quickly. Um, and that was pretty much it. Okay, so Chapter 3 Season 1. Yeah, I'm sorry. Chapter 4 Season 1, in case of like good loot pool, Chapter 4 Season 1 is beaten. I mean, Chapter 3 Season 1 is beaten because it just had so much unique stuff. But in case of like how much I played it, Chapter 3 Season 1 was definitely way better. I love the map way more. And I love the Christmas event way more than the Chapter 4 Season 1. So let's take a look at what we can talk about even more here. I think that would be it, but I would say there's probably some stuff. Let's see if we can go for the loophole here. Reality augments, trivia. I guess that's pretty much it. So let me know what you think. Is Chapter 4 Season 1 better than Chapter 3 Season 1? Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'm really looking forward to the live event. I'll definitely be streaming it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.